to another soccer betting news video. Myself, Joshua Gaillard. I'm joined with Mcebo and Mpungose. How are you going?
Good, bro. How are you doing?
I'm well, thank you. Lots happening in the AFCON, but so far there's been some major upsets and there's been some teams that have performed really well, being labeled underdogs. Gambia has been phenomenal. What do you think?
Yeah, Gambia has been one of those teams that have punched above their weight in this AFCON, or maybe we're just not paying enough attention to their preparations before the tournament started. But it's good to see a small nation like theirs introduce themselves like this in a big tournament in Africa like the AFCON. But besides the Gambia, it's been really good to see. We spoke about the dark horses before the tournament began, and we mentioned teams like Tunisia, Morocco, even Guinea to a certain degree, and some of those teams have made it to the later stages, and we'll be seeing them this weekend.
So yeah, not too long ago we read your article, the dark horses to watch in AFCON. 3 of them, of the total 5 that you had, are through. Some good predictions. Tunisia, Cameroon, they are the hosts, but we were questioning whether they'd be great hosts, and then as well as Morocco, who have been phenomenal. Of the 3, which one do you think will go the furthest?
Honestly, I'm not 100% sure, but I do like the way Morocco and Tunisia have been playing. I don't think, even myself, when I included Tunisia as one of the dark horses, I wasn't quite sure they would be able to go this far, but they've done it. I've been happy with their displays, and they didn't come with the biggest names or big names from Europe, but they have decent players. And it's the same for Morocco. I think Hakimi has been a great leader for them. And with his specialty of set pieces and scoring free kicks, I think they may have a dangerous tool within their team. So I see Morocco going further. Cameroon, honestly, I'll be honest, bro, they've had probably the easiest run. Yes, they've
had some good luck.
They've had some good luck and the easiest run. Even now with the fixture that they have, it's a bit tricky, but it's a winnable game for them. So we'll be waiting to see how many of those dark horses squeeze through to the next round.
Speaking of Gambia versus Cameroon, I get flashbacks of 2004 when Greece took Portugal out in their home nation to win the Euros. That was phenomenal. Gambia now, it's their debut in the AFCON. They're taking on Cameroon, who have had a bit of luck. And I think that maybe Gambia, they have lacked a bit of discipline. It's been more than 2 cards in each of their 4 fixtures and a red in their last. How do you see that fixture planning out?
It's going to be a messy fixture again for Gambia. They will have to defend for most of that game. Cameroon have the best goal scorer right now in the competition, or the tournament rather. And then the second highest goal scorer is also a Cameroonian player with 3 goals. So you look at those stats and you kind of feel like it's going to be a long day for the Gambia tomorrow. So they might take a few cards to get through, if they get through. But I really think it will be a dogfight, this game between these 2 teams, because I don't see Gambia just taking a beating because we're playing against the host nation, So I really think it will be a tough match for them, but it will be also a very tricky game for Cameroon, because there's also the jitters of the expectations now, because when they came into this, no one is expecting Cameroon to go this far. Honestly, we looked at teams like Senegal, who are still there, Nigeria, who are out.
Well, speaking of Senegal, Mane is out. They've been heavily reliant on him, but has he really proved that he is the man for them?
I think Mane has been doing a different job for Senegal than he does for Liverpool. Not that he doesn't do that for Liverpool. He does it too at Liverpool. When his form is down at Liverpool, you see it, but he works a lot. He does the other things right, setting up other players, putting the defense on its back foot and all that stuff. So they'll miss his energy. They will miss his leadership mostly. But they still have enough tools. They still have enough players to play on without. I don't think they will miss him that much. But yeah, they will miss him.
Speaking of missing players as well, the one player that was kind of missing in the beginning of the tournament for Egypt, Mo Salah, He's finally seemed to come into his own along with the whole team, you know. It's the biggest fixture of the weekend, taking on Morocco. We spoke about Ashraf Hakimi and his set pieces. I mean, the way that Morocco have been playing is excellent. I'd like a prediction, straightforward on this one. Is it going to be Egypt or is it going to be Morocco?
As you're saying, Egypt have been picking up form, bro. I think they're going to win this one. As much as Morocco have put in some very strong performances. I mean, they had something like 24 shots in their last game and 10 of those were on target. I don't think any other team has done that in the AFCON in this tournament. So they can put teams on their back foot. But speaking of tools, Egypt has Mo Salah, guys. Even though they started, on a slow, type of play, he's got his rhythm going, and I think the Egypt players are starting to they're starting to gel. They're starting to get used to a style of play that they've been showing in recent games, and I think this is their tournament now to lose.
Well, you've heard it here. I think Mpungose is fully behind Egypt.
Still am. I was fully behind Egypt from the beginning, guys. When I mentioned the dark horses, I mentioned Egypt might win this. I mentioned that. So I still say with Nigeria out, with Ivory Coast out, there's just Senegal left and maybe Cameroon. So it's literally Egypt's tournament to lose now, with probably the best forward in world football.
Well, Mo Salah, can he do it? Let us know in the comments. Also, don't forget to share. And these are my thoughts, as well as Mcebo Mpungose. Thank you. Till we see you again. Cheers.
For more soccer betting tips and previews, get the latest copy of Soccer Betting News for only 10 Rand at your nearest Hollywood Bets branch or news agent.